Live on Stream It Sports NoCo, it's Northern Colorado High School football. This broadcast is brought to you by Jim's Wings, Northern Colorado's favorite wings since 1991. By Pedersen Toyota in Fort Collins, everything cars made easy. And by First Bank. Visit any of our convenient locations in Northern Colorado. First Bank, banking for good. And now for the play-by-play, here's David Haase and Randy McCoy.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to French Field in beautiful Fort Collins, Colorado. Tonight, Poudre and Palace against the Fort Collins Lambkins on the Lambkins homecoming weekend. This is Randy McCoy, along with my cameraman Miles tonight, and we have a good city rivalry game tonight on a beautiful night here in Fort Collins. Poudre coming in with a record of 1-3. Fort Collins coming in with a record of 1-2. They've lost the last two games by a total of 9 points. So Fort Collins coming in needing a win. Both teams really badly needing a win. It will have a lot to say with what goes on the rest of the year. Team, especially Poudre, if they go down 1-4, that'll be a tough hole to dig out of. This is not a conference game. Poudre is a 5A squad. Fort Collins Lambkins, though they're in the city here, plays football at a 4A level. Have another game going on tonight as well. We've got here on Stream It Sports and ASBN TV. We've got Longmont and Skyline as well with my partner David Haase is down there with Cody McCoy, and we'll keep you up to date on that score as well. So we're just about ready here for kickoff. We play 4 12-minute quarters here in Colorado high school football. Poudre and Fort Collins. Fort Collins is kicking off. Taken deep. And taken down at the 18. Kind of tripped up by 0, I believe, on that. 0 or 6. That's the font that's hard to see the difference. But anyway, that was number 6 on the trip up. Aaron Van Meter. So Poudre has the ball 1st and 10. We'll see who's coming out at quarterback here. And it'll be number 8, Taranjo. And up the middle to 36, and you're going to see a whole bunch of number 36 tonight. Tate Satterfield coming in the game with 379 rushing yards so far. Got the Purple Regiment Band here tonight. Fort Collins. Randy McCoy here with you. Here on Stream It Sports and ASBN TV. Phil Mildren, my executive producer tonight. 2nd down and about 5. And got a timeout already. So we will take a timeout right now. So anyway, quick timeout. You're watching Stream It Sports. So we're back here, 2nd and 5 now. Tarango in, going to run up the middle. He's going to have the 1st down. Gain of about 10. First down for Poudre. Poudre again coming in with a record of 1-3. He had a very heavy senior class last year, so they lost lots and lots of players of a real good team last year. So a little bit of a rebuilding year. A couple of junior quarterbacks, so You'll probably see both of them tonight. Graves has also played, and this is Satterfield again. And I'm going to tell you, folks, we've watched Satterfield. He's got, again, almost averaging 100 yards a game, 379 carries. But he's out of that mold, that Poudre and Pala mold of running backs. He's strong, and he runs really hard. And if Fort Collins doesn't wrap up, he'll break one here before the night's over. Second and short now, about 2. And Satterfield right, and he's going to get the first down. He's going to have it by half a yard right here in front of us. Get some of those linemen up here, but we've also got number 9. Deontay Davis is the wide receiver. Get some of these other players besides Satterfield and Tarango. Davis in motion, and going to be a run-pass option. Quarterback keeper, gain of about 1. Wrapped up by the inside of that Fort Collins line. Second down, about 9. Call it 8. Satterfield breaking outside, and great tackle. Make sure we get that number. That's 16 on the tackle there. Will Lampiers, nice tackle by Lampiers. Very easily could have missed that. Would have been a long gain, but instead it's no gain. Quarterback back, throws a quick out, or not a quick out, but just a medium-sized out, about 15 yards. Looks like he lost the ball. I don't know if he was down, but and they're going to rule it a catch. First down and 10, gain of about 14 on the play. It's Aberle, I believe, on the outside. Correction, that was Stribling on that last catch. Run up the middle. Gain of about 5. You're going to hear a lot about Stribling. You're going to hear a lot about Satterfield. Those are your 2 seniors on this starting offense. This time of year, if you're going to go down, you got to go down with your seniors getting the ball a bunch, and so I'm sure that's what Coach McVicker has in mind tonight. Both teams feeling this is a very winnable game tonight. And there's Satterfield caught for a loss. Number 1 bounced up there from the his backfield position. Moore. He's been out, injured. We see his effect right there. He was out the last game that we had. McCaylin Moore, nice tackle. Third down now, about 9. .37-yard line. Tarango back to pass. And see anybody's going to run now. He's going to have an opportunity to get the first down. He's going to be really close. Stumbling, bumbling up to about the 27-yard line. He's going to be really close to a first down. And if it's not close, they got to measure it. So, and they are going to measure it. Or they're going to talk about measuring. Here we go. Now they're going to measure it. So I'm batting 1,000% so far this year. Miles, if you could go in real close on that, and let's see what we got here. I think they missed it by a couple inches. Sorry, 4 inches. Fourth down. Fourth down and 4 inches to go. Man, I was way off on that. And first down by Poudre, right up the middle. .625 left here in the first quarter. Randy McCoy here with you on Stream of Sports. Poudre and Fort Collins. Poudre driving down nicely. And nice throw by Tarango, dribbling on the inside slant. It's a gain of about 10, first down. So far, Poudre not having too much trouble driving down the field. You see a good turnout by the Poudre Pala student section, and pretty good turnout overall. Certainly weather is no excuse to not be here tonight. Nice day all day. Here's Satterfield over to the right. Short gain, if any. Second down now. Short 10 or well, they gave him about 2 on that, so must have had forward progress. Second down and 8. Tarango back to pass again, throwing, lofting it, and intercepted by the Lampkins. That's McCaylin Moore. And he's paying dividends early and often. Young man's been hurt. It was a high-risk pass. Threw it up for grabs. His own man could not get it. Knocked it up in the air, and Moore is there to take the ball. So that drive is squashed. First down and 10 for the Lampkins on the turnover. Assuming Iverson is quarterback. Haven't heard any different. Iverson's leading the team in passing and rushing. Rimmers is also having a good year rushing. Iverson, throwing deep. He's got a man wide open. I think that's McCaylin Moore as well. He's a wide receiver. I think the folks are seeing how important he was to the team. He's been hurt. Not sure if he played last week or not. We didn't know, but he's playing tonight, that's for sure. So showing his impact. Beautiful throw by Iverson. Sorry, I called him Ivers, and folks, I have a grandson named Ivor, so sorry about that. It's Iverson. Up the middle, short gain. And that's Michael Rimmers, a senior. get some of those offensive linemen. Number 70, Andrew Van Orden. We'll get some other of these offensive linemen up there. 82, Bryce Lucas is the tight end. Iverson back, gives it off to the right side. There goes Rimmers, and there's going to be a holding call. Rimmers with a gain of about 12, but I believe it's going to come back. Holding. Lampkins. Give you a score update here from Longmont. Skyline ahead of the Longmont Trojans 7-0 in the first quarter. First and or second down now. And Iverson's going to go straight up the middle on the run pass option. RPO as they call it in the biz. And not really much of a gain, maybe one. That's the trademark. The trademark is that Fort Collins quarterbacks run all the way over to the sideline. Hayden Iverson, no exception, the junior, gets the play and runs back over. So you've got to be in shape. Hayden Iverson, again, having a really good year. He's thrown for 507 yards. And here's a bubble screen in the middle. Short gain of about 5. There was a not good separation, not good spacing on the play. Catch by number 6. It's Van Meter. Got a 4th down and 11 now. This is kind of in no man's land, and we're going to see what they're going to call. They could kick a field goal from this far, but see what Coach Rice has up his sleeve. Going to go back. And he's got somebody wide open across the middle. But he had Van Meter wide open on the left. So he had 2 receivers. Van Meter on the left went around all the way around and was heading for the corner for the flag. And the safeties decided to cover the receiver on the inside. Van Meter was left wide open. Iverson saw the man in the middle, did not see Van Meter on the side, and that was 4th down. Turnover on downs now to the Poudre Impalas. 1:50 left here in the first quarter. No score. And Tarango up the middle. On the RPO. Short gain. Second down now. About 7. Gain of 3 on that last play. And there's Satterfield up the middle. He's going to gain about 3 more. Third down, about 4 now. 3rd and 3. Ball on the 41-yard line of Poudre. And there's Satterfield up the middle. He's going to get a first down. Satterfield will run the ball many, many times tonight, as with Michael Remmers will run the ball a lot too. So you've got two teams here that they're going to want to not let the other team get and we've got a penalty here. And I missed it because so not sure what that was. It's showing first down though. And 11. So probably a holding of Satterfield. He's going to be caught from in the back. Loses the ball. Collins is saying they have it. All that matters is what the official says, and the official says yes. Lampkin ball. 2 seconds left in the quarter. Satterfield tried to take it wide to the right. Got mixed up in a whole bunch of people and ends up losing the ball. So first down for the Fort Collins Lambkins. This will be the last play of the first quarter. Iverson looking far right and has him on the quick out pass. That is Remmers. That'll be the end of the first quarter. Our score 0-0 after one. You're watching Stream of Sports.
At Toyota, safety isn't an option, it's standard. So features like lane departure alert and pre-collision system are always included on every single Toyota RAV4. To get similar features on a Rogue, Nissan charges over $6,000. They shouldn't. We don't. Just announced, get $3,000 cash back on a new 2018 Toyota RAV4. For other great deals, visit your Toyota dealer today. Or find your Toyota at toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
So we're back here for the second quarter now. Iverson rolling to the left, ball right through receiver's hands. Iverson was hit as well. Second down now. Beginning of the second quarter here from French Field. Randy McCoy here with you. Second down, Iverson. Hand off to Remmers, jukes and jeeks, and gets about two. Remmers got everything he could on that, but it just was not enough blocking to go any further. Keep you up to date on other game tonight. Longmont just went ahead of Skyline 8-7. Touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Iverson back again. Nice little out. He just went out about 12 yards, sat down. That's Moore for the reception. First down now. Both teams able to move the ball pretty well, but nobody's been able to score, so we'll see if the Lampkins can do a better job of that than the Impalas. Impalas had the ball deep in the territory through an interception. See what happens here with the Fort Collins Lampkins on this homecoming night. Iverson, this is just a quarterback run sweep, and he's going to get it down to about the 3. Quarterback keeper had no thoughts of pitching that ball or handing it off. That is a design quarterback run. Second down and goal now. Kind of like it. I think I'd go to the right on that same play. Very similar. He fakes a handoff this time and is caught for no gain, maybe even lost a yard. Fake the option that time and lost a Hayden Iverson. Is a 6'2", 173-pound junior. Let me tell you, folks, to have a 6'2", for a high school quarterback is a good thing to have. Third and goal now. Rimmers are going to do a little reverse. Touchdown! I think it's McGarity, the freshman. Let me see if it was. Looked like it. McGarity. Dorian McGarity, 5'8", 135-pound freshman for the touchdown on the reverse. Extra point pending. Extra point is good. 7-0 now. See the Big E out there tonight watching the game as a civilian. His Fort Collins Lampkins, much beloved. Eric Sampson. Not giving us any scores tonight because he's here at homecoming night enjoying the evening. Good to see him out there with a big old smile. 9:15 left here in the second quarter. Kickoff now. Fort Collins kicker, Harger. Harger has a good leg. I was going to say a good arm. I don't know about his arm, but I know his leg is pretty good. That's a nice, really high kick, which easier to cover, but they did not cover like they should. Nice return. Dante Davis, wide receiver, 5'8", 154-pound sophomore. And Impalas will have it 1st and 10 from just short of the 40-yard line of their own. Harger kicked it high. was expecting his coverage to really be able to keep him for about a 5-yard gain maybe. They were not able to do that. Davis able to take it out for about 20 yards to the 40. And penalty flag, so this one's going to come back either way. Probably an illegal procedure, maybe. Illegal procedure on Poudre. Not sure why they let him go ahead and run that, but that'll be 5 yards. Now it'll be 1st and 15 from the 35, from their own 35. Beautiful night. Going to probably drop down to the 50s by the end of this game. And up the middle to Satterfield, and he's going to get that back and a couple of more. Gain of about 7. Maybe closer to 8. 8:25 left here. Friday Night Lights here in Fort Collins, Colorado. Satterfield again, and he's going to get a first down. 2 runs by Satterfield, 15 yards, equals first down. They'll just keep feeding Satterfield because eventually he'll wear the defense down. So we'll just gets the 3rd time in a row. This time he stopped for a 2-yard loss. Second and 9 now. Tarango still a quarterback. Satterfield your tailback, running back, and that will be illegal procedure. Again, so Poudre coming out less than sharp. Certainly not as sharp as Coach McVicker would want them to be. Coach Eric Rice, the coach for the Lambkins. And here's a little screen pass to Satterfield. He gets a good running start, but he is stopped. And he's going to go out. He was hit pretty hard trying to get these tackles. Caleb Reese on that tackle. Third down now, about 8. Tarango back, and there's going to be another holding probably. Completes the pass to Stribling, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be a holding on the rollout. See Stribling pointing to his head as if to say, guys, let's be smart here. Illegal procedure. So somebody is either and a hold, so it's going to be offsetting. So the defensive holding, illegal procedure. Again, not 100% sure why they're, usually as soon as there is an illegal procedure, play is blown dead. So there must be something that's happening right at the last minute before they can do that. But sometimes what it is somebody will have their hand down and then they'll bring it back up again, and that is a no-no. Tarango going deep, and little hand fighting there. Ball was uncatchable by either party. Fourth down now, and this will be our first punt of the game. Poudre will be punting the ball. Moore is back to receive. Dynamic player for Fort Collins. Left-handed. Moore's going to get it. He feels like he can juke his way through it, and he darn near does. Gets it back out to about the 15. Be 1st and 10 now. As comfortable as it may be sitting in the stands on the field and running around, I'm sure it's fairly warm. So we'll see if the Lambkins can come down and score another touchdown. And there was another penalty. First and 10 now from the 8-yard line. Up the middle with Remmers, I believe. 8-yard gain. Second down and 2 now. From just outside the 15-yard line. Remmers up the middle again. He's going to break it for a long one. Gain of about 25 on that. First and 10 from the 38. Fake the sweep, going deep. Got him wide open. Joey McGuire on the catch. Nice fake. Beautiful pass. McGuire came out on the wheel route and was open, put a lot of air under the ball. McGuire able to run underneath it and catch it. 4:29 left. Moving the ball are the Fort Collins Lambkins. Rimmer's up the middle again. Second down now. About 7. Rimmers and Iverson have gone the whole way here in the backfield. Again, fake it in, going across the middle and touchdown, Moore! The old classic post. Moore outran his defender. Nice pass by Iverson. Makes it 13-0. And boy, I'll tell you what, they missed Mr. Moore. It's a whole different team with that dynamic playmaker out there. And up and good, 14-0. Lampkins. And this is so Lampkins because Lampkins many years start and don't have a great start. By the end of the year, they're playing everybody tough and beating everybody, and you kind of get that feeling. They've got some playmakers with getting Moore back now. Iverson has somebody who can get some separation, who he can throw to, and that's a good thing for a quarterback. Iverson hitting 61% of his throws on the year for 507 yards. He's rushed for 221 yards this year. Slack has been leading receiver with 13 receptions so far. Coach Rice has got to be feeling really good about his team right now. Coming up here and putting 14 up on homecoming night. Burkett is deep. Harger to kick. And going to go into the end zone. No return. So a different kick this time. Last time they kicked it high, looking for a good defense on the kickoff. Did not get it. This time they kicked it into the end zone. It's a great kick. First down 10 now, 3:39 left in the first half. Just enough time for Poudre to come down and get a score up on the scoreboard here before the half is over. Rolling to the right and dribbling with the catch. Tarango looking better this week, passing. Doesn't have a great percentage, but he's made some nice throws. Stribling is his main receiver. First down throw. Enough for a first down. Play coming over from the side, like sidelines, like just about everybody does anymore, including the pros. Another one to Stribling. He can't get away. Second down now. Passing again. That's Davis, I believe. Was not Davis, sorry. That's Wood. Back looking deep. Has his man open. Stribling was able to get separation, but the ball was not there. Mismatch height-wise. Stribling is 6'2". Van Meter's 5'8", so there's about a 4-inch height difference there. If you can get the ball somewhere close on that, you're liable to get a reception. 2:59 left. Inside slant from the outside. That's Rambler. Third and 4 now. Stopped Cole. And that was called running into a brick wall there. Wow. Fourth and 4 now, and Poudre going for it. And it is incomplete. Giving the ball over, not quite sure what was going on there. Typically, under 5 yards, you at least do a hard count, see if you can't draw the other team off sides to get the first down, but that was like a quick count. Ball was poorly thrown and just seemed unorganized, and now they're going to give the Lampkins plenty of time here to come down and get another score, at least a field goal. And Harger is a good field goal kicker. He can kick it from at least 40. Rimmer's up the middle, and especially if you're going to give him chunks of yards like that. Fort Collins Lampkin said, yes, we'll take it, thank you. So the Lampkins have all the momentum right now. I think they've got Poudre kind of shaking her head a little bit, saying, what up with this? Second down and 1. So we see the Lampkin Purple Regiment coming out here. They're going to be playing for you at halftime. Iverson looking deep. He's going to run now. It's great how there's going to be a hold right by the official. Pretty sure. We'll see what the white hat says. Holding defense, so that will take away the 10-yard run. It's a spot foul, so it's so second down now and about 15. Jet sweep, fake, and Iverson keeps it, gain about 5. The jet sweep fake to Rimmers. A couple of people bid on that, including this one broadcaster. 30 seconds left now. And can't hardly believe that Coach Rice is going to let this run down. I guess miracles do happen, but I can't hardly believe what I'm seeing here. He takes a timeout. And we're going to keep it right here. Well, no, we're going to take a timeout too. So with our score 14-0, Poudre, we will take a timeout and be right back. You're watching Stream It Sports on this ASBN TV.
Pay your friends back. Before they pay you back. Zelle on the First Bank app. First Bank, banking for good.
So we're back here. My gut feeling tells me they're going to try some kind of gadget play here. And they didn't want to leave any time on the clock in case it didn't work. So let's see what happens. I'm not sure why else they would call a timeout to just run it into the line, but maybe they will. And folks, I will say that just like David Haase, I was proven completely wrong. Another timeout. Fourth down now. So on third down, it looks like the Lambkins are content with running the clock out. So now what they have to do is they need Iverson to get the ball, and he needs to run around for about 3 seconds, and then he needs to drop to a knee. But he needs to look at the clock and make sure it says 0 on it. I'm sorry, folks. Siri was trying to talk to me here on my phone. I've got English Girl Siri, for those of you who care. So now that what they're going to do is they're going to try something completely different, as Monty Python would say. So now Poudre is going to call a timeout because they lined up in something completely different. So we will take one too. You're watching Stream of Sports.
At Toyota, safety isn't an option, it's standard. So features like lane departure alert and pre-collision system are always included on every single Toyota RAV4. To get similar features on a road, Nissan charges over $6,000. They shouldn't. We don't. Just announced, get $3,000 cash back on a new 2018 Toyota RAV4. For other great deals, visit your Toyota dealer today. Or find your Toyota at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
So this once fast-moving game has gone to a snail's pace now. So either going to try a Hail Mary or just going to run around and take a knee. Don't see that. Going to try the Hail Mary. Iverson throws it up, and it's going to be intercepted and tackled for a touchback. So anyway, a whole lot of time for a pick, and Iverson's stats will not look better after that. So anyway, halftime score, Fort Collins 14, Poudre nothing. We'll be back for the second half. We'll be back also with the Purple Regiment Band after this. You're watching Stream of Sports.
At Toyota, safety isn't an option, it's standard. So features like lane departure alert and pre-collision system are always included on every single Toyota RAV4. To get similar features on a road, Nissan charges over $6,000. They shouldn't. We don't. Just announced, get $3,000 cash back on a new 2018 Toyota RAV4. For other great deals, visit your Toyota dealer today. Or find your Toyota at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
After playing the game for many years, and I decided I could either watch from the couch or get on the field and become part of the game.
I became a judge because it was a natural transition from being a gymnast to coach, now judge.
I love the large crowds, the excitement of the game, and you know what? I got the best seat in the house.
Help these kids. Help this community. Become an official.
Pay your friends back before they pay you back. Zelle on the First Bank app. First Bank, banking for good.
And here's your Purple Regiment.
everybody. Kevin Lytle with the Coloradoan here, filling in, giving Randy a little break here at halftime. I've been down the field for the first half. We'll be back for the second half, but I want to give a little update, talk about this game, some other stuff. Really good half for Fort Collins. Michaelin Moore, this is his first game this season back from injury. One impact, Poudre driving on the first series. He gets an interception in the end zone. Right after that, big play, almost 50-yard bomb down the middle. That didn't lead to points, but really big play. Then he has a touchdown, 30-yard reception from Hayden Iverson. So great game for him. Fort Collins playing really well defensively. Like I say, Poudre drove on that first drive, but Fort Collins got the interception to end it. And then after that, next drive forced a Poudre fumble, turned that into points. And really the Lampkins have been doing a great job of slowing down the Poudre attack. Poudre hasn't created much beyond after that first drive. Lampkins moving the ball pretty well. Hayden Iverson throwing well. Nice to have Joey McGuire back. He had a really big game 2 weeks ago in his first game of the season. Iverson throwing well. Michael Rimmers had some big runs there in the second quarter. So really good first half for Collins. I'll round up some other stuff. As you can see, the homecoming royalty is being announced right now. Fossil Ridge went down, played Ralston Valley an evening kick. Ralston Valley rolled them 49-0. Tough day for the SaberCats. These Fort Collins teams always struggle when they go down and play the big boys of Denver. Rocky Mountain is actually out in Kentucky right now. Really long trip for them. Kind of a schedule mishap happened. They're supposed to play Legend. Legend double booked themselves, so Rocky kind of had to find who they could. Found a team in Bowling Green, Kentucky. They're out there right now. Sean Terry, AD at Rocky, tweeted it's 27-0 at half. South Warren, the team in Kentucky, is leading there. I talked to a reporter out there this week. They're a state title contender. They have some big-time players. Their quarterback is Steve Spurrier's grandson. They have a defensive tackle committed to go to Notre Dame. So they have some players. It was only 7-0 after the first quarter. So Rocky was hanging in there. I'm sure they'll kind of battle the depth issue and everything. They could only travel with 40 kids, and that Kentucky team's going to be big. But they'll be back next week. Actually, Rocky Mountain returns home to play Poudre next week, so we'll have another good crosstown. That's always a fun game. Big one tomorrow, Windsor and Loveland, two of the best teams in 4A. That's going to be a blast. That's at 11 o'clock. I believe Stream It Sports has that game as well. So tune into that. Going around the city with some other sports, we're doing a couple of soccer games next week. Should be really fun. We have Fossil Ridge, Fort Collins on Tuesday. I'll be joining the Stream It Sports guys. And then Thursday, Rocky Mountain Poudre. I'll be back on for that one. Those should be a lot of fun. Fort Collins having a really strong season. Both Poudre and Rocky Mountain having really big bounce back years. They're both playing really well. Poudre almost held Broomfield, who's a perennial title contender. Broomfield scored to win the last 3 minutes. But that'll be a good game. Both Poudre and Rocky looking like playoff teams right now. So as usual, we have some pretty good soccer here in the city. Volleyball, I think we talk about it every week, but the volleyball is amazing. I know the Stream It guys have had some really good games. I was watching some the other night, the Fossil Ridge Rocky Mountain game. Rocky gave them a run early. Fossil Ridge, really talented team, came back, win 3-1. They're really good. Fort Collins really good. Both those are top 5 type of teams, and Rocky still looks like a team that should be at state, I would think. Certainly make a run at regionals. So really good volleyball here. I would love to see another Fort Collins Fossil Ridge matchup in the state tournament. That would just be a blast. They play that down at the Coliseum. It's a pretty cool atmosphere if you haven't been. They have all 5 classifications playing at once. It's both exciting and also a huge dose of mayhem. You got balls flying all over the court, but it's a lot of fun. Like I say, I would think we should see both Fossil Ridge and Fort Collins down there. We're heading into, I guess technically we're in the postseason with boys golf. Fossil Ridge won a regional title this week. Dylan Stewart won the individual title, senior at Fossil Ridge. He shot a 63, which is just ridiculous. I'm happy if I shoot a 63 on the front 9. Dylan Stewart's going to Oklahoma State, which is one of the best college golf programs in the country. I believe they're the defending national champions. Dylan finished second in state last year. He's looking to cap his career with a state title here, and man, is he playing well. So that state tournament or state golf meet is coming up here in a couple weeks. So we're already almost into that postseason. Cross country, we just had the John Martin Invitational. That's kind of the biggest one in the city. That was last week. As always, some pretty good runners. Always an interesting sport because they kind of try and peak as the season goes on, so you oftentimes don't know till late how they're going to fare. But that state meet will come in late October, so we're not too far away from that. And what else do we have? Those are kind of the big ones. Softball, obviously. Fossil Ridge again, a top team. The rest of the city, it's a little bit rebuilding around the city outside Fossil Ridge, so we'll see if any of them can kind of make a run late in the season to get regionals, and then see if they can make a run through regionals to get to state. But a lot of fun stuff going on. We're about halfway through football season here. This is the end of non-conference play for Poudre. Fort Collins has one more non-conference game next week. They play Broomfield as the Lambkins try and get back on track. Lost a heartbreaker a couple weeks ago, Longmont, but had a really good first half here. So you can see we're, looks like almost finishing up the Realty. Have about 6.5 minutes left in the extended homecoming halftime. Fort Collins up 14-0 at the half. And the Lambkins will receive the second half kick. It'll be interesting to see how they run the offense, if they try and focus on the run game, milk the clock, play that game a little bit, or continue to air it out some. They've had some creative plays, as they always do with Eric Rice. And Poudre just needs to get back into rhythm. They had some early, and then they kind of, seems like they lost their way with those turnovers. So I would expect them to continue to pound the ball with Tate Satterfield, and Sergio Tarongo will be looking for Josiah Stribling and some pass plays to get back in this thing. But still a close game. Should be a really good second half here. Randy is back. I'm going to hand it back over to him here in a minute for the second half. But Kevin Lytle here with the Coloradoan. We'll have everything post-game from this, photo, story, video, and everything. So thanks for tuning in.
Pay your friends back before they pay you back. Zelle on the First Bank app. First Bank, banking for good.
At Toyota, safety isn't an option, it's standard. So features like lane departure alert and pre-collision system are always included on every single Toyota RAV4. To get similar features on a road, Nissan charges over $6,000. They shouldn't. We don't. Just announced, get $3,000 cash back on a new 2018 Toyota RAV4. For other great deals, visit your Toyota dealer today. Or find your Toyota at toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Pay your friends back before they pay you back. Zelle on the First Bank app. First Bank, banking for good.
At Toyota, safety isn't an option, it's standard. So features like lane departure alert and pre-collision system are always included on every single Toyota RAV4. To get similar features on a road, Nissan charges over $6,000. They shouldn't. We don't. Just announced, get $3,000 cash back on a new 2018 Toyota RAV4. For other great deals, visit your Toyota dealer today. Or find your Toyota at toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
So we're back here getting ready for the third quarter. Our score, Fort Collins Lambkins 14, Poudre Impala 0. And I want to thank my good friend Kevin Lytle for coming in at halftime and giving us a kind of the PSD athletic wrap-up. Roundup, wrap-up, whatever. He's everything you need to know about Poudre School District Athletics. Does a great job of covering those. And thank our cameraman Miles tonight. Coming in, first time we've worked together, doing a good job. So here we go. Poudre kicking off. And that is the freshman, I believe, number 10. It's McGarity, I believe. Yep. First down, and Fort Collins got the ball just like they want to start off the second half. They've been able to move the ball. Poudre's been able to move the ball somewhat, but not near as well as Fort Collins. This is anybody's game, but if Fort Collins can come down here and score right off the bat here in the third quarter, it would be a really big series here. So we'll see if Fort Collins can hang on to this lead. Out to Moore. He's their playmaker, and Moore looking for a horse collar there. And I don't blame him. He's not getting back up either. I believe the officials missed that one. I mean, he got wrapped around by his shoulder pads. I think that is the definition of that, but he can't get up. So he's been out. So I'm not sure what's hurting him, but pretty sure it's his shoulder. I think if I'm Coach Rice, I'm probably in the ear of that official right there is right in front of him. I'm not sure. But they were right there, so we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. So anyway, big Iverson gets tackled there, and that's a real game changer because McCaylin Moore has been a real game changer in this game. He's had an interception, a touchdown. He's had some big plays. So let's hope he's okay. I believe this was his first game back. I may be wrong in that, but third down, 6 now. Iverson, nice pass right through the hands of his receiver. Couldn't have delivered it any better. So injury to Moore took the little bit of the wind out of the sails here for the Lambkins. And Lambkins back to in what they would call punt formation. They typically do the rugby style kicking. And there it is right now, Iverson. And straight up the middle, I believe that's Burkett, who does all the receiving or all the returns for the Poudre Impalas. So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Poudre Impalas, and they really need to get something going here. They need to be able to do more than move the ball down to the 20s, or Their last series was a little strange in the fact that they went to a kind of a hurry up on 4th and 4. Stribling in motion. And ball's going to go out to the sideline with Stribling, and he did not get his block. So that was not the way you want to start. That was Davis over there on the reception. Stribling went over, was supposed to block on the edge there, was not able to get the block, stick the block, as they would say. But here comes Mr. And that's a hard running young man right there, folks. Satterfield on the carry, gain of about. And there's going to come back. Holding call. So right now, Poudre is not able to get any momentum, and some of the Fort Collins players are wanting the fans to get back in. Folks, this is a huge crowd tonight. This is in the neighborhood of probably 3,000 to 4,000 folks here tonight. The Poudre side is close to full, but this side on the Fort Collins side, as I just went down to do something here at halftime, it is full over here. So you're talking huge crowd here tonight. And ball out to Davis, I believe. It'll be 3rd and long now, about 13. Tarango's still a quarterback. Got a man on the out, and he's breaks a tackle. That's Rambler. It's a great pass, great catch. Broke a tackle, breaks it for about another 20 yards. First down for the Poudre Impalas. See if I can see Moore down there. If he's up, I know he's not laying down anymore. See if he's in the game. Great tackle by number 72. That's James Swan. Mr. Swan's 5'9", 230. .743 left here in the 3rd quarter. Fake rollout. Throws back. Catch by number 41. You can hear the Poudre coaches getting all excited. That's Sky Montoya, I believe. It's a great fake. He rolled out to the left. Was able to complete the pass. 1st and 10 again, so here come the Poudre Impalas, and got isolation out here on the right. They run straight up the middle with Satterfield. I'm telling you what, Rambler is saying, listen, I'm one-on-one out here with this guy. We could go right into just a quick slant, and we got a touchdown. So let's see if, no, they're going to keep it on the ground. Satterfield. 3rd and 3. Satterfield going for the outside. He's going to get a touchdown. First touchdown of the night for the Impalas. Satterfield was able to go right around the left corner and get into the end zone fairly easily. And there's the extra point. So 14-7 our score now. Trying to get a score for you. I believe Longmont was ahead of Skyline 22-13 last I saw. So we will try to get an update on that game score. Randy McCoy here with you from French Field in Fort Collins. What a beautiful night tonight. And a kickoff. Did not see Moore back there, so he must trying to see if I see him on the sidelines or I do see him and he has helmet, so that is a good sign if down there stretching. First down from the 20. Must have been some kind of penalty. Well, it was out of bounds, so from the 35-yard line. I couldn't tell if it went in the end zone before it went out of bounds. It's down in the no man's land in the corner down there. Up the middle, nothing doing, so the momentum has completely changed here, folks. Poudre has gained the momentum. Kalen Moore, I see him on the sideline there wanting to go back in. We'll see if the doctor tells him to go back in or be interested to see that tackle again because it looked to me like a classic horse collar. It was not called. The officials were right there, so I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. But from up here, it looked like the epitome of why they call that. Rimmer's around right. Gain of about 8 on the jet sweep. Third and short now. Iverson, a big, strong quarterback, 6'2", 173. Hayden's his first name. He keeps the ball, and a great decision there. The run-pass option. The way that option works is the quarterback puts the ball all the way in the belly of the running back and then looks up, makes a decision based on what the defense is doing or the linebacker or whoever they're keying off of. If he thinks he can run the ball or if they bite on the handoff, then he pulls it back out, takes it around, and it worked perfectly that time. That time he gives it to Rimmers right up the middle. I'm assuming it's Rimmers. No one else has really carried the ball tonight. And yes, it is. Rimmers having a good game here tonight. Again, you can see the quarterback coming back from the bottom of your screen there. He runs over to get the play every single time. They're young. They're only 16, 17 years old, so. Bubble screen, and it's completed perfectly to a Poudre Impala. Iverson looked like he was throwing it right to the Impala. There was not a black jersey around, so he either was going by feel and just thought his intended receiver was going to be there, but there was not a black jersey to be found. And Poudre gets the ball first down in excellent field position. Up the middle again. Satterfield gained about 4. Second down. Over the left side, over tackle looked like. 2:16 left here in the third quarter. We got ourselves a football game here, folks, a one-score game. Poudre driving again, 3rd and short. And did not get it. The Lambkins hold. We'll see what the Palas do. They're kind of in no man's land, but they could punt and put the Lambkins deep in their territory. So looks like a very similar setup. Again, I think they're going to try to get him to jump off sides, which is what they should do. And they run the same play that they ran last time, but I believe they got the first down this time. So able to complete the pass right at the sticks. And first down. Davis coming out to the far right. And flag. And illegal procedure again. That'll back them up now to a 1st and 15. And that's going to be the last. And they ran the clock. That's going to be the last play of this third quarter. Our score after 3. 14-7, Fort Collins ahead of Poudre. You're watching Streaming Sports here on ASBN TV. So we're back here now, 1st and 15 after the procedure call. Tarango out. I could not tell if that was Stribling with the catch. Second down to about 6 now. Oh, he's hit. Tarango got ready to step up in the pocket, and he was hammered. Third down, about 11 now. Good job by the defense up front. Josh Leone's up there. Brother of Jake, who was a Fort Collins Labkin the last 2 years. Oh, what a catch by Stribling. Stribling goes up, takes the ball away from the shorter receiver. I'll tell you what, catches like that will get you a place to play on Saturday. Wonderful catch. Josiah Stribling is averaging 20 yards a catch coming into the game. Nicely thrown ball. It was a little short, but no matter. Stribling went up and got it, took it away from the defender. Satterfield stopped at the line, maybe a yard loss, but we're going to have another penalty here. Either a holding or holding. So this is a 14-7 game, and it's been a very quiet game fan-wise. It has not you would think that the fans would be going crazy with every snap, but both teams coming in with one win, so I think both fan bases are kind of trying to figure out what they have for a football team this year. Tarango is trying to do the same thing, and they're going to be. First thing, Tarango got nailed as he threw the pass. And then we had pass interference, I believe, on the defense. It's about all you can do, that big, tall receiver out there. So on one side, Stribling catches the ball, on the other side, he draws a pass interference, which is as good as a 15-yard gain. Not a spot foul in high school like it is in the pros. Folks, we're 27 yards away from this being a tie ball game here in the fourth quarter, so. And Tarango fools everybody, goes in for the touchdown. Run pass option. Flag on the play, though, and it's going to come back. Maybe that's why he had very little trouble. And it was holding. So Sergio Tarango, the run pass option. Great fake, went around, and I wouldn't say it was easy, but one of the easier touchdowns you'll see, but all for naught. So there's 2 holding penalties, and when it rains, it pours, as we've noticed. You just ask the Fossil Ridge SaberCats. Holding seems to be the call of the 2018 football season here at French Field. Seen more holding calls than any year. Tarango going deep. He's got his man. Pass interference. So the Hankies are coming out. You give it and you take it away. I would not venture to even have an opinion on that. It was so far away. I think that play happened in Alt or somewhere out on the east side of French Field. So we're back where we started now. 9:41 left. Poudre first down. When in doubt, give it to Satterfield. He's going to go around the left. He's going to go in for a touchdown. Are there any flags on this one? I do not see any flags. Satterfield showing his speed on that one. He got around the corner and was just able to outrun everybody. 14-13 now. Extra point pending. And good. We got a tie ball game, folks. Here in the fourth quarter, Poudre and Fort Collins, we knew this would be a close contest. I did see Moore back in for the Lampkins, so we'll see if that helps the Lampkins. McKalen Moore has returned to the game. We'll see if that gives them a little bit of a oomph to get back in this game. But Poudre's come out this second half and have run their offense. They've taken chances, have been more aggressive. And in that, they have scored 14 unanswered points. Kicking off Nate Wood. And we'll see if Moore is freshman McGarity back there. Let me tell you, folks, as Joey McGuire on the return, he's back from injury as well, so it's good to see him back. McGuire was running lateral, and then he cut up, but there was not a hole, and he got hammered. And, of course, I can tell you what that call, I don't even have to see the officials on that. That's a block in the back, because pretty much every kick in high school, there is a block in the back. So, and it seems like a lot of kicks in the pros and college as well, but certainly here. So Iverson's, let's see if he gets this going again. He was going to go deep. This man was covered. He still gets out for a gain of about 2. So that's what you can do when you have a big, strong quarterback. He salvages a couple yards. He was going to go deep. Fort Collins likes to strike quick after giving up a touchdown. You hear in the background the Purple Regiment marching band. Up the middle, and that's Rimmer's first down. And really, if you're the Lambkins, what you want to do is you want a long drive here. And you want to score a touchdown. So you want to take off lots of time. So I'm thinking as long as they can run the ball effectively, they will probably continue to run the ball. But you don't want to put yourself in a 3rd and long situation. Again, great crowd tonight, probably between 3,000 and 4,000 people. Rimmers again has had a nice game. Came into the game with 113 yards. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't have that tonight. Tomorrow on this fine channel, we've got number 1 Loveland against number 10 Windsor at 11 o'clock in the morning. So you want to set your alarms if you sleep that late. But you want to tune in to Stream of Sports here tomorrow. Number 1 Loveland, number 10 Windsor from Windsor, Colorado. Short gain. Let me tell you, folks, you want to watch the Loveland Indians play. And I know most everybody here is a Fort Collins fan and whatnot, but if you want to watch a really, really good high school football team, tune in tomorrow and watch the Loveland Indians. They have some very impressive players. Number 1 in 4A beat number 8th ranked 5A team, Ralston Valley, last week. So you'll want to tune in for that. Iverson back to throw now. And sees a man opens, got him across the middle. And looks like he might have gotten the wind knocked out. That's McGuire. It looks like the wind left his body. We're going to take a break here. We'll be back with you after these messages. You're watching Stream It Sports. We're back here now. McGuire up and off the field on his own, so I think he probably got the wind knocked out of him. If you've ever had that happen to you, folks. Oh! Big old 67 for Poudre. I think it was 67, maybe 61. Got in the backfield, 61 for Poudre. Got in the backfield. Juan Torres was able to catch McGarity from behind, slowed him down at least until his buddies could get there to help him. Loss of 1 on the play, 2nd and 11. Nice run by Iverson, first down. So the Poudre defense came and blew up the handoff. I'm not sure they were going to hand off, but they blew up the handoff. Iverson goes around to the right, finds a seam, cuts back, gains about 11 or 12, first down from the 40, and Iverson again coming in, leading passer, but he's also have been their leading rusher, although Michael Remmers might have overtaken him in that area today, but certainly before today's game, averaging about 70 yards rushing a game. And trying to be an element of surprise there, giving it to 37. Caleb Reed. McGarity back in. McGarity, a freshman, 5'8", 135 pounds. Had a couple plays this game. Iverson smartly throws it away. Was able to hold off the defender with a stiff arm while he threw the ball at the feet of a covered receiver. Very smart play by the junior quarterback, and they need probably at least 6 or 7 more yards here to be in field goal range. And that's not comfortable field goal range. Probably 16 to being comfortable, but quarterback draw, and he is wrapped up by 62. Landon Correll, 6'1", 207-pound senior. That was a tough one on third down. Now it's fourth down, about 14. 3:52 left in the game. See what we've got here is going to be a timeout. Poudre. So with our score tied up 14-14. You're watching Stream It Sports here on ASBN TV. We're back here. 4th and 14. And they're going to go for it here. I would call this a risky. Oh, he's going to pooch kick it to make sure they don't get a return. So that's down to the 17-yard line. First down. Poudre will take it over. It's an opportunity to come down here and win the ball game. Want to thank our other sponsor, Jim's Wings, the best wings in northern Colorado since 1991. Jim's Wings over in Campus West, just down the street from the Moby Arena, the Colorado State campus. Make sure you go by them, tell them you heard about them on the football broadcast of Stream It Sports. Want to thank them so much, and all our sponsors, First Bank, Pedersen Toyota, Satterfield out, little mini screen, I guess is what you'd call that, but not much going on there. Actually a loss of 1, 2nd and 11. (14-14) our score here. 3:02 left. Satterfield up the middle, and see if the Lampkins are going to call a timeout or stop the clock. They certainly will on third down if they're able to hold them. Both defenses have played really well tonight. Back to pass. Oh my gosh. Telling you what, folks. Everybody in the whole stadium knew where Tarango was going to throw the ball. For one thing, he was going to throw it to Stribling, and about 4 black jerseys was around it. One of the defenders had him timed perfectly and was just not able to hang on the ball. Which stopped the clock as well, so they didn't have to use a timeout. 4th down. And pretty good punt. And there you go, folks. Fort Collins from the 42-yard line. Minute 53 left. Now it's all set up for them to win this game on their homecoming night. Wouldn't that be special? Last week, Foster Ridge was able to beat Overland on their homecoming night. We'll see if this same fate can happen for the Fort Collins Lambkins tonight. 14-14, 1:53 left. Ball on the 42-yard line. 1st and 10. 2 timeouts left, according to the scoreboard at least. Iverson scrambling. He throws the ball complete. And I guess clock is running, though. Only a gain of 5 or 6. Fort Collins undoubtedly playing for a field goal with strong field goal kicker. And get it to the sideline to Moore, and he's not going to be able to get out of bounds. So that's going to cost them a timeout, I would imagine. And also was not able to get a first down, so 3rd and 1 now. See Coach Rice getting really close to the side judge here, saying, I'm going to call timeout if we don't get a first down. There's a nice play right up the middle. There's your first down, and it gets down to the 37. That's Rimmers. They're going to call a timeout anyway, so we will take a timeout and we'll be back after this message. You're watching Stream of Sports. Here's the scene, 1st and 10 from the 37. 36 seconds left. Fort Collins with the ball. They're going to try to go deep here and try to score the touchdown. Incomplete pass. And there is a dumbest play of the entire football game right there. And that will cost his team, being the Lambkins, the ability to most likely win this game in regulation. Let's see what they call here. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Oh, it's offsetting penalties. So both players are very fortunate that the other player lost their cool as well. I would hate to have been either one of those players if they were the only one. So anyway, let's pretend like that didn't happen. Gave up 6 seconds though. I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Iverson didn't keep this ball himself. Get out of bounds. They got to get out of bounds here. That's a pass. He threw the ball at the feet of his receiver. He knew he didn't have anything there, and rather than take a bunch of time, pretty smart play by the young quarterback. Looking for Coach Rice to dig in his bag of tricks. I would typically think he would be the one I'd want in this situation the most. Have not seen the propensity to do that quite as much. Going to go back to pass. Now he's going to run. You got to get out of bounds and not able to do anything. Poudre, 14 seconds, 15 seconds. You've got to take a timeout if you're Fort Collins. They're going to let it run down and try to kick a field goal to win it. Should be about a 50-yard attempt, 49 or 50-yard attempt, which I think this is what they were trying to get to in the first place. We've seen Harger hit some good field goals. See if he can hit this one from 50. I'm assuming that's what they're doing. Maybe I could be wrong. They let it run down to 4 seconds. So if they were going to run another play, I don't think they would run it all the way down like that. So they're going to set it up at the 39, be a 49-yard attempt here. Here we go, folks. See if he gives it a good shot or not. See if Poudre tries to ice him. Doesn't. It is long. It is up. It is no good. Needed about 2 more yards. From this side, it looked like it was going to get there. Looks a lot different from this side than on the field. So we're going to go into overtime here now. So the high school overtime rules. I don't have Mr. Haase here to dissect the overtime rules, but it is similar to the college rules. Everybody gets a fair shake at the stick. And you keep going till they don't tie each other. So first team kicks a field goal, the second team kicks a field goal, you go to the next one. First team kicks a field goal, second team scores a touchdown, they win. So this game at times has been kind of sleepy. You see the captains out there, and we'll see who's going to get offense first. And there's not a huge advantage to getting the ball first, but if you have the ball second, obviously you know what you have to do. So your play calling might be a little bit different. Obviously you want to score a touchdown. Few people are leaving, but people aren't streaming out. No pun intended. See if I can't get a score pulled up here on our other broadcast tonight. So Fort Collins is going to get the ball first. Again, want to remind you, next week we've got our first 2 boys soccer matches we will be bringing you right here from French Field. But right now, it's all about football. American football, that is. Not football. Got a score update here, 34-20, Longmont having their way with Skyline. So that is a minor upset if that holds true, 34-20. So you get the ball on the 10-yard line. Iverson's going to go in and score the very first time. Iverson with the run pass option goes in, and I'll tell you what, he laid a defender out. Again, he's a big boy. So they're going for 1 here. So Poudre gets the ball. If they don't match the touchdown, then Fort Collins wins. And it is blocked. And you cannot return an extra point in high school. So now all Poudre has to do is score a touchdown, kick an extra point, and they're going to win this game. You have to match what the other team did. And this is one of those games it'd be a shame to see either team lose. But you also don't like to see ties, so NFL. So here comes Poudre. I would expect them to keep it on the ground. If I were Coach McVicker, Tate Satterfield would get it 3 times. I'd run the old faux. There's one. And Fort Collins stops it. Because you can guarantee it's going to go to Tate Satterfield or Stribling. And what would be a coaching genius by Coach McVicker is if he gave it to somebody else. And he fumbles the ball. I'll tell you what, folks, Fort Collins picks that up, ball game's over. So close. So they're doing what I said. I'm not so sure I like the outside call there, but I'm not the coach. Ball on the 18-yard line now. 3rd down. So again, Poudre has to score a touchdown. Tarango throws it deep. He's way out of bounds, way out of bounds. Not even close. Nice throw, except it was about 3 yards out of bounds. So the receiver ran his route, and by the time they were able to connect, he was out of bounds and he threw it out of bounds. So here's the play. Coach Rice out there, I would say, motivating his men to one more play. One more play tonight. Poudre has to score a touchdown on this play. So there are no first downs. So whatever you got in your playbook, if you're Coach McVicker, you have got to pull that out now. Looks like most everybody has stayed here on the Fort Collins side. Homecoming night. Can they get a win here? You listen and you tell me. There's your answer, folks. Fort Collins Lambkins, 20. Poudre and Powell's 14 on fourth down, not able to get the touchdown if you're Poudre. Quite honestly, Fort Collins, I felt, played the better game all the way through, but Poudre now 1-4. Puts him in a completely different situation. Now Fort Collins 2-3 puts him in a completely different situation. These other 4A teams around here, they know they've played these Fort Collins Lambkins for years. They know that Fort Collins may start off a little slow, but they get all their players back. They've got some weapons this year, and they're going to be a hard out the rest of the year, folks. We'll have these Lambkins against Loveland coming up later on the 12th. So there you go, 20-14, Fort Collins over Poudre. Join us tomorrow, number 1 Loveland against number 10 Windsor at 11 a.m. right here on Stream It Sports. For Miles, my cameraman, this is Randy McCoy. Again, in overtime, single overtime, 20-14. Lambkins on homecoming beat the Poudre and Palace. We'll see you next time.
It's Northern Colorado High School football, live on Stream It Sports NoCo. This broadcast has been brought to you by Jim's Wings, Northern Colorado's favorite wings since 1991. By Pedersen Toyota in Fort Collins, everything cars made easy. And by First Bank. Visit any of our convenient locations in Northern Colorado. First Bank, banking for good.